Speaking of like, higher resolution, better technology and stuff like that, I did also see Avatar 2 as well.
We talked about this last time, right? Yeah, but you didn't really go full into it. Right?
Yeah. I didn't really get fully into it. And
what's your rating?
Connor got a lot of shit for his take on Avatar.
I did. People were clowning on me for calling it kind of like boring.
Yeah.
I said the visuals look good, but the story was boring.
And I'm like, Connor, I agree.
There, put it there.
I agree, Connor. I agree.
Put it there.
I gotta defend my
Connor agreeing with one another.
I gotta defend my boy during his Avatar take.
Anyone who pretends that story is like amazing, I just don't. They have to be capping. Like I don't trust anything they say.
Because like I remember Connor saying that he fell asleep during like the middle portion of Avatar and didn't miss anything, and I'm just like, Connor monkey moment. And I remember sitting there 3 hours in, and I'm like, fuck, I wish I fell asleep during the middle.
The middle is straight up like nothing. Like you don't need to be awake for it. I'm like at all.
Yeah, because I'm like, I remember during the middle portion, which was, I think, the portion that really, like, that was the portion that was, like, the hardest to get through for me. And
they basically let's remake Avatar 1, but with a new Na'vi.
Before I start shitting on Avatar, I don't think it's a bad film.
No, but it's not like the absolute masterpiece, whatever.
I don't think it's a bad film. I just walked out of it being like, fuck, man. That was 3 hours of my life, man. Holy shit, that was a long 3 hours of my life, because the middle portion was a very, very nice tech demo, is what I felt. It had some of like the most breathtaking shots I've seen in film, especially in the cinema. But I'm just like, this is a fucking Sony Bravia tech demo that I'm seeing just to show how good the TV is right now.
I stand by what I said. I just think it's a solid movie. The visuals carry a lot of that, and the story's just kind of meh.
Yeah, because like
I don't really care much for the characters.
Because I was thinking, I really want to like Avatar.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because like I was looking at it and I'm just like, this is almost an isekai. This is almost an isekai. This should be my film, Joey, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, Joey. It just doesn't have the reincarnation bit. But he fucking wakes up in another world. He's a totally different being.
It doesn't have the reincarnation bit, therefore it is nothing like an isekai.
Did you like the characters? Did you like that it was all blue people? Did you?
You're a fan of blue people?
I fucking hate blue.
Okay, here's my biggest problem with Avatar 2. It wasn't so much the story. It was the fact that it was 3 hours long. Okay. Right. Because I think round about 30 minutes in, I was like, I think I know every major story beat that's going to happen in this story.
Yeah.
And I was completely right. Everything I thought was going to happen just happened. So in my mind, I was just like, okay, I know we need to set up the bad guy. We need to like do this, and it's like a fish out of water. But I'm just here for I knew all of this was going to happen. So in my mind, I was just I was like kind of like subconsciously wanting it to rush itself, to be like, okay, I know what's going to happen. Can we just get to the payoff that I know you are setting up? Because I know what you need to do to like set up the bad guy and set up the action scenes and something like that. I'm just like, can we just get to the action scenes faster? And I don't feel like the story kind of was good enough to be 3 hours long to keep me engaged the entire time to get to the payoff, which was like fucking 2 hours in. And by that point, I was already mentally very fatigued. So I was, I think fatigued is the right word, because I felt, I felt fatigued watching the middle portion of Avatar 2. Do you know what I felt like? It felt like a TV series more than it did a film in some sense.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, because if this was a TV series, I think I would have enjoyed it more, because if it was like 3 hour-long episodes versus just marathoning 3 episodes at once, I could have like taken a break and something like that.
Yeah, you basically watched about 6 to 7 episodes of anime, like back to back.
Yeah, right.
If you think about it, you almost binged a series, like a season.
Basically, I watched a season-long. I watched a season-long anime.
You could watch all of Golden Boy in that time. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, because I feel like I could see what he was trying to do with kind of setting up this family drama and stuff like that. And I really, really want to be invested in this world. Because one thing I will say is that it truly got me immersed in this world of Avatar. One thing that I think Avatar's biggest strength is every time I watched an iteration of the film, you totally get immersed in this world that James Cameron has like set up. And I think it's like truly amazing that he can get you to like kind of like, yeah, immerse you this deeply. Because I don't think I can think of another film that immerses me this deeply into another world. I just wish the story was a bit more exciting.
Did you feel that way about Dune? Did you feel that way?
I felt that way about Dune as well.
Right.
I like Dune a lot.
Yeah, and Dune was pretty long as well, wasn't it?
Like 2 and 2
I think it was just over
hours?
two. Just over
It was
two.
about 2 hours.
It was about 2 hours. I don't know, like Dune didn't feel as long, even though I don't think it had as many like action set pieces as Avatar did.
Not that much happened in the Dune movie. It's
Yeah.
kind of just setting up the worlds. But
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
it's fucking epic.
I mean, it was
Yeah,
only
it's
the
fucking
first
sick.
third of the first book, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's sick.
Yeah, because I think the difference between Dune and Avatar is that they both have like very, very interesting worlds. Avatar just chooses to focus on none of the stuff I think is interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Avatar's like set, like I think the entire like background premise of Avatar is really fucking interesting. Like you have this world where Earth is dying. And I'm going to slightly spoil Avatar 2. But the main villain from Avatar 1 comes back.
Okay.
Because what happens
I
is
didn't like
that,
that.
yeah. I didn't like the fact that this was such an interesting concept that they just did not fucking utilize at all. So what happens is the main villain from Avatar 1 comes back, and that's because just before his final like suicide mission, he stored his memories and sent his memories back to Earth to be...
Was this like the Matrix?
Yeah, kind of. So
they made
like
him into an avatar.
Yeah. So his memories is implanted in this new avatar, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't think this is a spoiler because this is literally in the trailer. And that to me, that's a fucking interesting concept.
that's cool.
The kind of morality of being like, oh, I'm a new human being who's kind of a clone of this original one, but not really.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there are so many interesting fucking avenues you could take with just his like... just being a person that is kind of a clone that has woken up in a fucking alien
They
body.
could have gone down like the Ghost in the Shell route.
Yeah. And then he was just like, yeah, I'm not the same person, but I am. Okay, moving on. Bad person. Okay, I'm gonna shoot all the blue people now. And I'm like, fucking hell, man.
He doesn't question.
He doesn't question anything.
he's
And I'm like, yo, if I woke up as like
But I guess that's like maybe his personality. That would be the argument.
He's
where he
so
doesn't-
jaded that it doesn't even cross his mind.
He's so militarily focused that
Yeah,
he doesn't.
yeah.
I don't know. To be frank, I wanted him to kill the kids. I did not like the kids at all. I feel like it's so hard to make kids likable in movies.
Yeah.
Because, they're kids. They're little shits.
Yeah.
But my God, I had no interest in Jake Sully's children. I just did not care.
No, I agree. I think one of the things that I really noticed was that it was 3 hours long. And I
2
said,
hours about fucking kids.
Yeah, 2 hours about fucking kids. And
Well, not fucking kids, but the fucking
Yeah,
kids.
bro, rephrase that, please.
the- 2 hours about the kids, and somehow in the 2 hours, I think because the cast was so big, it just didn't give me enough time. It didn't give me enough time to care about the kids. I don't know. Maybe they just weren't likable. I don't know.
With their personalities, there's no amount of time would make me like them. Right. I just don't care.
Yeah.
I just didn't care. That's my verdict.
Yeah, it's such an interesting, amazing sci-fi world that James Cameron has set up, and it just...
God, I wish James Cameron just made something else.
I wish so too. I think James Cameron has like a hard-on for water. I don't know. Something...
Apparently, this movie has to break $2 billion to break even.
Yeah, which it's looking like
probably
since
will.
last time, it's doing pretty well.
What's it? It's like 1.7 bill right now, I think.
Yeah.
Something like
Isn't that insane though? Just to get $2 billion to break even.
Yeah.
What an insane number.
God damn, man.
Yeah, but have you seen James Cameron is like an incredible filmmaker, and I really like. If anyone has seen the behind the scenes of
Oh no, it's
The Abyss,
insane. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it's fucking insane that the amount of times he's just like wanted to do something that doesn't exist. So he's like, I'm just going to invent the technology to do it.
Yeah.
Just because I want to do it in my film. And then this technology just ends up revolutionizing the entire fucking film industry. I'm like,
He's like, again, this is no slight on him as a director. He is clearly an extremely talented guy and a genius at making films and technology. But man, I just don't care about Avatar.
We're mostly bashing the writers.
I will still watch Avatar 3 when it comes out, only to see. I've watched both these films, so I guess I'll just see what happens.
So here's the question: is it worth? After hearing your guys' opinions on it, do you think I should still go and watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
It depends on Avatar 3 and 4. Because I remember...
you got to have an opinion on it.
Yeah,
Sure,
I kind of want to have an opinion on it, but I also don't want to waste 3 hours of my life.
Because I felt like I'm going to... Okay, so I
Should
had...
I just watch like a Cliff Notes version of it? Should I just watch clips on YouTube?
Go into the movie an hour and a half in.
I'll just be late. I'll spend an hour and a half buying popcorn, getting dinner somewhere, and then I'll just be like, "Oh yeah, I have a movie."
Because goddamn, like some of the imagery in the middle, which in the middle was fucking beautiful, but after about 2 scenes, I was like, okay, I understand now. It's pretty. Can we get back to the story?
Right.
And yeah, I said last time that I don't think the visuals would have, it is the best looking film I've ever seen, but I didn't think the visuals could blow my mind as much as seeing Avatar 1 did. And yeah, that's how I felt. It was good, but nothing didn't blow my mind like the first time I saw Avatar 1. But that's just because film technology just looks so good now.
Yeah,
and it's so hard.
Okay.
James Cameron, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, you've made an incredible world, and it's a world with so much potential for really interesting ideas that you can take the story.
Come on to the podcast.
James Cameron, not fucking coming.
Yeah. Please do,
Keep doing you.
This is my personal opinion. If you could take Avatar 3 and 4 in some other direction other than invading people bad, blue people good, then I would love that, because I really want to get invested into Avatar, and I think he has the potential.
Yeah.
For sure.
You should make an isekai manga.
Yeah, can you write an isekai, please?
Yeah.